Hello, good afternoon everyone. Ito ang inyong host, si Paul Wings, nagbabalik. So, ano nga ba magiging topic natin for today? Siyempre, gagatasan din natin yung mga topic nila, which is for the past few days, what happened on the Philippines and everything. Diba? So, bago tayo magsimula, ako nga pala ang inyong host. Ako ay si Collins. Ito ang aking mga parang side comment siguro for what happened here. Then, currently, we're using Chill Pitch as background music. And currently, it's a playlist. So, yeah. Save natin yan. It's a playlist. Yung unang background music is in Dreamland. So, yan. Yeah. Sabi nung copyright daw. Hindi ko alam. Yung niya. Tapos, currently, kumakain tayo. Milo, tsaka champurado. Wow, diba? Ulit-ulit. Wala. Tripan ko lang mag-Milo. So, ano nga ba? Paano ko ba simulan to? Siguro, simulan ko muna with what happened yesterday. Yan, kita nyo naman, merong mga labahin sa likod ko. This is mga kobre, kumot. Yan, so, ano nga ba nangyari kahapon? Kahapon, there was no news about having a sudden downfall of rain. There was no reports on that one. Not really, parang may sinabi naman na may ulan, parang mga pahabol na ulan lang from the bagyo itself. The funny thing is, yung bagyo ng 26 to 28, hindi para siyang naging bagyo. Diba? Hindi siya naging bagyo. Walang masyadong ulan dito sa QC area, Manila area, pero from other side from Visayas region, Bicol region, sila yung mga na-hard hit ng ulan, and I hope everyone is safe there and sana makarecover sila agad and not be affected too much of this disaster na nangyari. I know from experience, naranasan ko rin mabaha dahil sa malakas na ulan and everything, and hindi ko hinihiling na mangyari yun sa lahat ng tao, except doon sa mga nag-ghost project ng mga politicians and mga contractors na yan. Sana ma-experience nila, sana nandun sila sa mga areas nila. Like sabihin natin, if they created a project na they sure know na hindi sila babahain, hindi sila lulubog sa tubig, and hindi sila mamumroblema with flood, I suggest na sana yung mga bahay nila is magi-stay sila doon sa area mismo nung babahaing area na gagawan nila ng flood control para ma-experience nila kung ano nangyayari. For sabihin natin kahit 1 year lang, 1 year nandun sila para ma-experience nila yung buong taon na nandun na parang umaraw, andun sila. So, diba? Ma-experience nila na ay shit, yung ginawa pala natin na project dito is ganito. So, 'di ba? Para lang na-experience nila kung ano yung na-experience ng mga regular na tao na nagbabayad ng tax, ng mga mahihirap na tao na kahit isang tuka. Kasi not everyone is parang yun. Hindi ko matandaan yung term. Basta biniyayaan. Not everyone in this world is lahat sila na biyayaan. So, para lang masabi natin maganda yung flood control project nila na effective yon, sana dun sila magstay sa area na gagawan nila ng flood control, dun sa mismo center noon, para ma-experience nila kapag umulan ng malakas. Kasi for me, as per experience, binabaha kami dito sa QC area. Binabaha kami, and it really affects everyone in a way sa kung paano mag-isip. Katulad ko, pag malakas ang ulan, hindi ako nakakatulog madalas. Agad. Like, yun yung time na parang aware ako sa buong paligid ko na dapat gising ako. Na dapat bantayan ko to. So, yun lang. Like, it's kind of a trauma for anyone who's experiencing it like that. Na it really affects the person doon sa mga sitwasyon na yun. And it's fucking crazy. Not gonna lie, it's fucking crazy. Kasi it really affects everyone in a way na hindi naman dapat. Na parang sabihin natin yung kaba niya every time na umuulan, iisipin mo saan magpa-park yung motor mo, saan magpa-park yung ano mo, diba? Hindi siya it's not for the light of heart. It's for someone to experience those kinds of struggles. Pero yun lang. Sana maisip nila, like, for the people who's sitting sa government, sabihin, like, maging batas yun for people who's doing flood control projects na tumira doon sa area ng binabaha, and that area nagagawa nila talaga ng flood control is mga binabahang area talaga, hindi yung gusto ko lang gumawa ng flood control dito kahit hindi mo naman kailangan gawa ng flood control, diba? Kasi that will be another waste of money for yung taxes ng tao and everything. For me, as a person who's working, every cent counts. Like, nung bata ka pa, hindi mo siya masyadong naiisip. Kasi, ang nagpo-provide ng pera sa'yo is madalas your parents. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na lahat are privileged enough to experience na gano'n, na ikaw mag-aaral ka lang, bahala na yung mga magulang mo magtrabaho. I'm not saying that na bahala na sila. Pero pag tiningnan mo, may mga iba kasing bata na simula pa lang ng elementary days nila nagtatrabaho na sila para lang makapasok, para lang may pangkain sila, para lang merong magamit, makabili ng mga gamit pang school, gamit yung hard-earned money nila. Yun yung mga bata na yun, diba? Not everyone is privileged enough na parang mag-aral ka lang, galingan mo lang sa school, makatapos ka lang, yun lang iisipin mo. Yung iba kasing bata, kailangan pa nilang isipin na after school, gagawin ko yung assignment ko. After kung gumawa ng assignment, doon, magbibenta na ako ng mga pinapabenta sa akin, like mga kani, mga kung ano-ano pa. Like, they are doing things other than studying. Diba? So, not everyone is privileged enough to be on those kind of position. Yun lang, pag inisip mo, sila nagbabayad din sila ng tax kasi bumibili sila. Not everything is free. Close up, my God. Close up sa camera yun, So, yun lang. Sana naiisip nila yun. With what happened with Nepal, from the previous days, they have an uprising na naging ganap sa kanila na para nangyari na hoping ang mga Filipinos, mga lefties ba yun? If I'm correct, mga left wings, yung mangyari. Di naman, sinasabi ko naman ito, I'm not hoping na mangyari yun. Kasi everything will freeze in this country and everyone will suffer more instead of gaining something. Yeah, they will gain something, but before gaining something, a lot of people will suffer. Yun lang. Yun yung magiging ganap doon. And then, yeah. With what happened from September 21, the rally na nangyari sa Luneta and EDSA Shrine, if people were quite active that time and revolt, yeah, that was scary. That was so scary. So yun yung ano kasi. Katulad ko, di ko inaano to, I'm a government employee. I'm part of the chain, I'm part of the cogs of the wheels ng clock na ginagawa ng government. Pero even though nasa mababang posisyon lang ako, I'm making sure that everything I'm doing is up to code and up to manual, na it's not gonna affect a lot of people. It will parang mas matutuwa pa yung mga tao doon sa ginagawa ko. So yeah, hindi ko na lang i-disclose yun. Nasabi ko naman na yun from my previous video kung ano yung magiging position ko for this later half of the year. So, you know, it's really frustrating for everyone with what's happening right now. Kasi it really affects everyone in their buhay with what happened doon. Like a lot of parang artista nagpunta doon to join the rally. Kasi ano pa lang yan, it's just a rabbit hole. Yung corruption na nangyayari within the Philippines. It's not just the flood control, it's not just the senators or anything. It's the whole system itself. We need to restructure them in a way. So yeah. Ay, sana maging maayos ang Philippines. Kasi Philippines is a very beautiful country. Philippines is a very beautiful country if cultivated right. If we use our money on the right way, if we use our parang utak ng mga Pinoy in a proper way, matatalino ang Pinoy. One of the smartest people din tayo. Isa tayo sa mga matalinong tao rin. Like, hindi ko masasabi, bobo yung iba. Sinasabi ko lang, matalino tayo kasi we've survived a lot of things from poverty and everything. We're still surviving. We're finding ways how to parang buhatin yung sarili natin, malagpasan yung mga araw. So yeah, we're smart. Filipinos are smart. And sana maging smart enough sa susunod na election to vote the right people. Not just because these people give you money. So, ayun. I hope iboto ninyo ng tama yung mga taong nararapat. Hindi kayo boboto dahil binigyan kayo ng pera, binigyan kayo ng ayuda, and sinabing mabait siya. Bumoto kayo kasi ito yung magiging tao na magdidictate sa atin kung saan pupunta ang Pilipinas. I remember one of the Pinoy's members, Vanilla, suddenly thought about na mag-register. For a very long time, if I'm correct, for a very long time, he was not voting. He was not participating sa pagboto kasi parang wala lang siyang pakialam. And with what happened sa mga ganap ngayon, napag-isip-isip niya, parang gusto niyang bumoto para mag-register pala. Gusto niya mag-register para makaboto siya and magamit niya yung boto niya to predict yung magiging posisyon ng Pilipinas. It's a very powerful thing na sinabi niya na bigla siyang nagbago ng gano'n. With what happening currently sa Philippines, it affected him. Na siya yung tao na kiber lang, siya yung tao na okay lang. Pero with what happened currently in the Philippines, there's a sudden change of mind, sudden change of heart. Biglang gusto niya magparehistro para makaboto siya. Alam mo yun? So, for anyone who's going to vote, please vote the right person. Not the person who just gave you money. Not the person who gave you something. Vote the right people. Research about those people na gusto mong iboto. Learn who they are, what they've done. Kasi this will be the people who will lead us. So yeah, yun lang yung ano ko dyan. Tapos sabi mo kasi yung mga flood control na yan, sobrang harsh din yan sa akin. Kasi last year, 2024, if I'm correct, or 2023, it was around August. And then, biglang bumaha dito na almost dun sa second floor namin. Like, it was just a snap of a finger. Then boom, and yung baha dito, it stayed for about 2 to 3 days. Ganun katagal, if I recall, yung baha. And then we were stuck here sa bahay na to. And mind you that parang yung bahay namin dito is naka-stilts na to, tong bahay na to. Parang around a floor higher siya, 2 floor and a half higher. Yun yung taas niya. Pagdating ngayon ng tubig, pag pumasok na dito sa bahay, yung tubig lagpas tao na sa labas. So yeah, a lot of appliances, a lot of muebles was damaged dito sa bahay. Nakakit naman yung mga gamit na iba, mga importanteng gamit, pero may damages pa rin. Like, yung flooring kasi na itong kabilang side ng bahay, yung dining area is wood. Kasi from the previous era pa kasi talaga tong bahay na to. Alam mo yung mga bahay na may seashells pa yung bintana, yan. Ganun yung kwartong isa. Seashells pa yun. Yung gamit ng bintana na yun. And it was damaged because of the floodings na nangyari that time. So yeah. Ano pa ba? Corruption will never end. Corruption will never end. Kasi kahit gaano pa kabait yung mga tao, there will be a time na they will be tempted. Pero hindi ko naman sinasabi lahat. Good governance is still a good governance. Pero huwag ka maging abusado in a way. Daming flood control projects. Hindi nga lang flood control yan, sure ako eh. Hindi lang flood control yan. It's a deeper rabbit hole pag tinignan mo. So, Sana maging maayos yung mga tao. Vote wisely. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. We will not end this thing na nangyayari. We need to imprison everyone who affected us in a way, traumatized us in a way. Kasi for me, trauma na to eh. Yung mga baha na yun, trauma na yun for me. Kaya tama mo na lang, hiningitan mo na lang. It's a trauma for me. And yeah, sana makulong yung dapat makulong. And maging malutas yung problema na to. Kasi ayaw din natin mangyari na, alam mo yun, yung makalimutan na lang siya. Makalimutan na lang siya ng lahat. And I hope na hindi mangyari yun. Kasi it really sucks na pag nakalimutan na siya. And I will try my best to use my platform to remind everyone the fight is still going on. Kailangan nating magkaroon ng sagot. Kailangan na nilang managot sa mga ginawa nilang katarantaduhan. So yeah, yun lang. Ang dungis ko, no? So yeah, I hope everyone who experienced this kinds of trauma, this anger, this hindi mawala sa inyo yun. Hindi matapalan yun. Ayaw na natin sa pangit na gobyerno. Ayaw na natin maging sunod-sunuran sa mga taong nasa taas. And baliwalain yung mga ginagawa nilang mali. I hope every Filipino right now thinks of that. Ngayon marami ng mga Gen Z, millennials na may talino. Hindi kasi lahat ng millennials, some millennials are still blinded by their political views. So, sasabi ko lang to for anyone na let's vote wisely. Let's use our vote to vote the right people, to elect the right people, so we don't experience these kinds of bullshit things na nangyayari sa government, the corruption and everything. So yeah, let our battle not to end right now. Let's fight for what we deserve and maging bagong Pilipinas. Hindi bagay sa akin. Yun lang. It's really it's really something for people who's affected So yeah, siguro dito ko na lang tatapusin yung mismong talk mismong podcast with this one dun sa idea na yun na dapat bumoto tayo ng tama, piliin natin yung dapat iuupo natin sa mga posisyon kasi sila ang magdidictate sa atin kung ano ang mangyayari sa Pilipinas. Sinasabi nila ang Pilipino ang boss ng mga nakaupo. But the thing is, once you've elected those people, would they still listen to you? Sabi nga nila, mga taong gumagastos ng bilyon para lang sa sahod na around mababa, basta mababa. Paano nila kukunin pabalik yung perang ginastos nila para doon sa campaign nila? So this is what I'm saying. By hook or by crook, they will use all means to get back yung gastos na ginawa nila. So yeah, vote wisely, and please, this is for us. It's not for them. This is for us who's going to live here in the Philippines for the next years. Would you still want to experience yung gantong bulok na sistema? And just continue it like that? Or you want people who will lead us to greatness, who will lead us sa less suffering ng mga tao? So, it's always up to you if you're going to use your vote right or no. So again, dito ko nagtapusin ang aking podcast. Ang kwentong tambayan natin for today. So yes, again, thank you sa lahat na makikinig. Thank you sa lahat ng manonood. Makikinig while driving or something, while cooking or anything. And yeah, thank you for everyone who's gonna watch this. It's not really something na forte, I guess. Nagbabalik loob lang ako. And again, thank you dito sa aking playlist na ginagamit, no copyright from Chill Pics and Ribbon. So yeah, thank you dito sa dalawang playlist na to. Sabi nila no copyright. If it's copyright, oh my god, I'm a small time. Wala pa nga akong followers eh. So yeah, yun lang. I guess I hope everyone is safe, and I hope to see you again next time. Ito ang inyong host, si Cole Wings. See you again next time. Bye!